Once again, sirs, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Sirs, allow me to present to you our friends from the local media. We have from Mindanao Gold, Mr. Ronald Arsenas. From Mindanao News, Ms. Nancy Salioliquez. From BXN 103.3 Max FM, Ms. Miraluna Tilio. From Utang News, Ms. Crisbel Lorenzo. From CCN News, Ms. Ted Kudalis. From Net 25, Ms. Odessa Cruz. From Bandera News, Ms. Shahani Abdulaziz. From DXMY, Ms. Roy Holgado. Mr. Roy Holgado, sir. Pasensya na po. From GMA News, Mr. Ferdinand Cabrera. From ABLSN TV News Online, Ms. Thea Abdul Karim. From TFK Broadcasting System, Ms. Baylinang Abo. From Brigada News, Mr. Joe Pimapalaw. From Voice FM, Mr. Ersad Abdulati. From Banner News and Trident News Philippines, Mr. Mark Navales. From Asintado Newsliner, Mr. Gerondio G. Paniguaser. From BNB News Philippines, Ms. Nor Lalao. Good afternoon, ma'am. And from DXII 107.5, Mr. Manuel J. Cali. Sir, these are our friends from the local media here in Bangsamoro, Autonomous Region in Mindanao.
And now, requesting our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Allan Cruz Nobleza for his message, sir.
Again, thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the members of the media who are present today. And also, again, to our 6th Infantry Division Commander, Major General Silvia, sir, and to General Panko, and to Brigadier General Wanchakan. And we are here, as this is my, actually this is not my first day, you know. I was here last Saturday, and I started to work even without this formal ceremony. And in fact, during last Sunday, there was a very, very good significant accomplishment on Sunday wherein Danao del Sur Police Provincial Office along with the CIDG were able to arrest seven suspects, and 3 were killed in action, allegedly an active supporter of the Lanao Dawla Islamiyya Lanao, and we were able to recover plenty of firearms, and as well as methamphetamine, hydrochloride, or shabu during the operations. And we are ready for your question. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sirs. So our friends from the media will be given a chance to ask a question. Yes, sir?
Aside, you mentioned about the accomplishment of the first day, and we congratulate your leadership on that. Sir, you mentioned earlier, there are only 37 left of the private armed groups from 43. How are you working now with the 6th Division with regards to this private armed groups? And especially you mentioned about election coming, and we monitored a lot of incidents related to election. I was listening earlier to a commentary. These incidents, the infighting of the MILF are triggered by upcoming elections, SK and local elections.
Hello. As you know, from January 1 to April 3 this year, we were able to record a total of 10 elected government officials who were killed in the whole bar. These elected government officials were mostly barangay chairman or barangay kagawad. And that was the focus of the whole bar, because and also this happened even outside bar. That's why during our joint AFP and PLP command conference in Malacanang, that was on March 6, that was the instruction of Grandstand, the President, to identify the political hotspots based on the risk factors, and also to deploy personnel on cases assessed as plus points for political violence. That's why, considering that BARMM is peculiar, we will not wait for the election period to come, because election period will be from August 28 to November 14. So as early as now, through our joint Peace and Security Council, because we have a cooperation mechanism, and we have a venue for cooperation with the armed forces of the Philippines, the Philippine Coast Guard. We will use this mechanism, because during the election, this GPS system will be converted into a joint peace and security control center, wherein now the COMELEC regional election directors, the provincial election supervisors, and election officers are the head of this joint peace security coordinating center. But as early as now, our operational direction is to determine the political hotspots based on risk factors that will be identified, and to deploy our personnel on places that are assessed as plus points for political violence. And also, we will also conduct threat assessment and provide security package to politicians with high-risk threat. And when I was still in DO, we already directed the different regional directors and provincial directors down to city and municipal police stations to conduct an honest-to-goodness threat assessment to avoid incidents happened in the past that our elected government officials are killed by their adversaries or any private armed groups for that matter. Thank you.
When you mention about security package, does that mean providing security with the barangay candidates or officials?
Sir, that's because we classify threat as low threat, medium threat, and high risk, or high threat, or high risk, medium risk, and low risk. Diba? So may kanya-kanyang category yun. So if these politicians, after assessing this threat, and he falls under high risk, then we will provide security package. Security package. That is from his place of residence, for all his movement. We will provide ground security, convoy security, and PSP, personal security protection, so that these politicians will be secured during his movement, and he could still perform his normal office duty.
Sir, did we top the list of the high risk among the red spots in the upcoming election?
Yes, sir. We have an initial list. Because as I mentioned a while ago during the national election last year, there are plenty of places of bar that were plus points for political violence. And these places were, I'm talking about the last election, in Maguindanao and in Norte. But now, we started to assess the political hotspots based on the identified risk factors. Risk factors. Kasi ang mga risk factors dito, ito yung history or current intense political rivalry. Diba, may history during the past elections na mayroong nagkaroon ng patayan itong mga political rivalry. There was an intense political rivalry. And violence that was facilitated by the employment of private armed groups, isa yan sa risk factor. And yung proliferation of those firearms in those areas. There are plenty of cases of shooting incidents here in the whole bar. Di ba alam natin yan? Kasi maraming baril, those firearms. And also the threats of the armed group or yung mga armed groups na nandito. Di ba? Yung mga nandito yung mga rogue elements of MILG, the criminal gangs, gun for hire, and other threat groups that are operating here in the whole Bangsamoro. Ito yung mga threat groups na yung risk factors na sinasabi ko. And ang ginagawa namin dyan, we are categorizing, di ba? Based on, halimbawa, yung IPR, intense political rivalry, 30%. Yung PACs or violence that can be facilitated by the employment of PACs, 20%. Parang gano'n. Shooting incidents, 30%. Presence of criminal gun for hire, 10%. So, 200% yan. So, we'll come up with the first, maybe first 10 municipalities per province, yung by ranking, based on identified risk factors. So that we know kung saan we could plan for our security deployment. We could plan, hindi yung sabog-sabog, di ba? Based on that identified risk factors. Halimbawa, yung isang munisipyo nakakuha ng 98 doon sa sinabi ko mga risk factors. So say yung number 1, yung pangalawa naman ay isang munisipyo, 97%. Because this is this is based on yung pag-assess talaga, honest to goodness assessment, ng mga risk factors. So that we could come up with a truthful determination of political hotspots. Then the PNP and the EMP could deploy their personnel on the assessed places that could be plus point for political violence.
Sir, can we hear kay Sir Elia on the part naman ng 6th Division sa efforts ng preparation election, barangay election?
Just like yung Philippine National Police, continuing din yung efforts namin in preparing for the election. Not only that, yung drive namin to eradicate yung threat groups na makita kanina naman ni General Nobleza, mga threat groups. Hindi lang yung tao na Islamia, hindi lang yung mga BIFF, even yung communist terrorist group, yung mga NPA. Kasi yung area namin sa 6th Infantry Division extends up to some parts of Sarangani. So may mga NPA na kasama sa threat group na pinoconfront namin. Alam nyo, itong mga threat group, they have one thing common. They are all terrorists. So they terrorize the people, they disturb the peace in the community, and they are hindrance to development. Kaya pinagsisikapan namin, tandem with the Philippine National Police, yung pagtapos dito sa problema ito. Maganda nga dahil nagkasama na kami dati ni Allan nung nasa National Headquarters pa kami sa National Capital Region during the conduct of the national elections last year. So ito continuing yung partnership namin, at least kumbaga sa basketball, alam na namin yung laro ng isa't isa. Hindi na kami magkakapaan. Yun lang, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next po is from K.Pendatun po.
Sir, just follow up lang, Isabel May support from K.Pendatun News. Just a follow up lang po dun sa, sa barangay SK election natin. Do you already have a timeline po para ma-indicate kung ano-ano yung mga areas po na hotspot? And aside from to that assessment po, how about po doon sa mga current barangay officials na nakakaranas na po talaga ng panghaharas. And kahapon po, if I'm not mistaken, treasurer po ng Pagalunan, Maguindanao ang binaril din patay sa may datong tawan.
Yes. Generally, we are adopting a major event security framework that is anchored on the 5 P's. Ano to? Predict. Ito yung strategic framework namin, strategic framework. Predict, prevent, prepare, perform, and post actions. And these 5 P's, meron kami dito pre-operations, operations, and post-operation phase. Nandito nakapanood yung aming timeline. During pre-operations, predict, di ba? So ito yung gagawin namin dito is, sabi ko kanina, to identify political hotspots based on identified risk factors. So ang gagawa nito, mainly yung aming intelligence, di ba? Identifying the political risk factors. So prevent, having, ito na yung mga coordination na gagawin namin. This is part of our pre-operation phase, di ba? And the meeting that will be, the security preparations that will be conducting among the members of yung mga different stakeholders. This is part of all pre-operation phase, di ba? Then, sabi ko, yung gagawin namin na threat assessment and provide security on politicians that are assessed with very high or high risk threat that will be provided with a security package. This is part of pre-operations. At yung aming mga coordination meetings, yung aming mga assignments, although assignments, aming mga tabletop exercises, and all the meetings that will be conducted are all part of the pre-operations. Or maybe predicting and preparing. So yan ang, then during yung perform, that is the actual deployment of our personnel. Yung aming mga pinaghandaan dun sa pre-operations, by predicting, by preventing, yung lahat ng mga actions doon na during sa perform, di ba perform, during deployments. And also the post-operations. So ito yung aming post-operations phase. Ito yung aming ano yung mga nagawang hindi maganda, what are the things that to be done, to be improved, diba? Mga lessons learned, what are the things that yung mga not went well, and ano yung mga magagandang bagay na mga best practices na pwede namin ituloy. So we are now, the National Headquarters of the Philippine National Police is coming up with a command memorandum circular, the guidelines and procedures for the synchronized 2023 PSPA. Napadala ho yan ng National Headquarters dito sa mga regional offices to come up with the implementing plan with the particular timeline. Na sinabi ko kanina, the pre-operations, operations phase, and post-operations. Nakapaloob din yung 5 P's doon eh. Predict, prevent, prepare, perform, and post phase. Thank you.
Second question, sir, no? As the former Deputy Director for Operation, how do you see peace and order situation in BARMM? And as the newly installed Regional Director, what are your key points to ensure peace and order here in Bangsamoro region, especially in Pikit and some part of Maguindanao, sir? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. This is really a challenge, especially that we have these special geographic areas in North Cotabato, particularly the 63 barangays that are located in the 6 municipalities in North Cotabato. Ito yung Pigkawayan, Pikit, di ba? Pikit, 22 barangays ang Pikit. The people there voted to be under Bangsamoro. It's very challenging. Kasi yung municipal hall doon, sinakop ng napunta doon sa 63, sa 22 barangays ng Pikit. At yung munisipyo naman, sa yung police stations, napunta rin dito sa BARMM na eh. Diba? That's really the challenge. That's why the PROBAR deployed our Regional Mobile Force Battalion in those areas. Because, and we put also temporary police posts to cater all the complaints of the residents in the 63 barangays and to attend to their needs, to so far as security is concerned. And also, nakita natin, the locations of the 63 barangays are really varied. Diba? Hiwa-hiwalay talaga doon sa anim ng munisipyo. And along with the AFP, the local government units, because first and foremost, we are considering the security there. That's why this coming election, we see this place as maybe the brush point of, we see these places are maybe a plus point of political violence because of the history of political violence in those areas, diba? And also in some places in Maguindanao also and in Mindanao del Sur. But sabi ko lang kanina, ganun pa man, a very good, we have this cooperation mechanism that is sinabi ko kanina, the Regional Joint Prison Security Coordinating Center, and there should be a very good cooperation so that we could plan out with the better security preparations to ensure that the BSA is a peaceful one.
Thank you, sir. Next to ask the question is Ms. Thea Abdul Karitma.
Yes, good afternoon. Sa lahat na nandito. This question addressed to Presiding General Allan CRUZ NOBLEZA. Sir, being a new designated police Brigadier General, what would be your action regarding this extrajudicial killing, especially those shooting incident without any justice? Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. As we have seen in the past, there were cases of shooting incident among and between itong mga peace-inclined armed groups. Diba? In the past, there were cases of shooting even minor children in the Mindanao del Sur. And those involved were peace-inclined armed groups. And the problem there, because it was rido. That's why meron tayong we are coordinating with the local government unit to come up with this rido. Magkaroon sila ng agreement, yung parang nag-uusap doon through the use of the local government unit, through the operation of the LGU. So that those rido will be patched up, di ba? Malaki ang part ng local government unit dito pag-address ng mga rido. Kasi talagang despite this infighting are caused by rido and even land grabbing, di ba? Land grabbing, wherein this is not the purview of the PNP and the AFP. But in terms of security, siyempre nandun kami. But this involves different stakeholders. But the PNP is coordinating with the local government units so that the LGU could come up with a rido, parang agreement o cooperation para magkausap-usap itong mga warring faction na ito. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next is Ms. Odessa Cruz.
Good afternoon, Odessa Cruz of Land 25 po. First, congratulations, sir. Ang tanong po on the lighter side is, how will you describe your leadership approach pagdating dito sa Bangsamoro region? Will you be strict or will you be visible sa ating mga community, specifically sa mga programs and projects ng Pro-War?
Of course, the PNP will be very visible to the public because we have this program that is MKK equals K, di ba? Yung MKK natin. Yung malasakit, the M stands for malasakit, the K is kaayusan or order, and kapayapaan is peace. That's why we are approaching this two approaches. Diba? We are involved in the focused law enforcement operations against criminal elements, and we are also reaching out the people out there through our police community relations, through information operations, public awareness campaign, diba? To avoid being victim compromised by bad elements. And I don't know siguro may programa ko, but considering that BARMM is very peculiar in terms of security, because maybe all of the traditional domestic threats are here, di ba? So kailangan medyo may ngipin ho. Hindi lang, but we see to it that we are also we are also cut by the people through our police community relations. But at the same time, we will be doing we will be enhancing our intelligence. And intelligence is, for me, is very important. So that, because intelligence is, through intelligence, we could have a very good operations. And we need not to be dapat hindi kami maging dito, yung parang neutral. We will not be neutral. So because that is a weakness of intelligence. So we will through our intelligence counterparts, with the NICA and the AFP. So we will be coming up with a good target intelligence packet, so that we could come up with a good intelligence operations targeting the wrong elements here of any threat groups, the private armed groups, because that was the marching order given by the GPNP and the SILG to dismantle the remaining private armed groups, because these groups will be used by the different unscrupulous politicians to advance their political and vested interests. Thank you.
Sir, the next question will be coming from Mindanao, Mr. Ronald Arsenas.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. So, how many active private armed groups ba in the area of BARMM and some part of Southern Cotabato? I hope you will identify the ones.
Yes, sir. Before, based on our PSR, it was 43. These are potential funds. But we believe these are just parang hindi naman siya, nandyan lang siya, no? And they would be, for sure, they would be used by unscrupulous individuals as their private armed groups to advance maybe their personal, political, and vested interest. We have now 37, and we have the list. And for confidentiality of our operations and security, we are not divulging the name of this, because these are confidential in nature. We are not authorized to disclose this information or the list, because this may cause undue or disadvantages on the part of the security forces, and it may affect our operations. But we have the list.
Sir, follow-up question. Before the PAGs, meron po tayong LCA. Yes, opo. Ano po yung difference po ng LCA pati ng PAGs? Yung LCA.
Yeah, LCAC is focused on the program of the government with 12 clusters. 12 clusters ang LCAC. The ultimate aim is to defeat the communist terrorist group, to defeat and decimate the remaining guerrilla fronts that are still active, and to prevent recruitment from the countryside. These are really the strategic aim niya for the sustainable development of this country, di ba? As of now, from the baseline of 89 guerrilla fronts in 2016, it was down to 3 active guerrilla fronts that would be found in the Samar province. Dito ko yata sa area namin is mayroon, but these are weekend na to. Weekend because of the continued operation of the military that caused the decimation of the vertical formations of the New People's Army and also the Communist Party of the Philippines. Other CPP groups were already co-opted and reoriented, di ba? Halos meron pa dito, baka maybe siguro squad formation na lang. But ang concentration ngayon ng active guerrilla fronts are now in Samar. And because there are still 3 there, the last one that was disbanded was in South Cotabato. But now, we still have 18 weekend guerrilla fronts nationwide. But hindi na po ito masyadong napakalaki, ikumpara mo ng nakaraan. Kasi dito, weekend na to wala na silang capacity para mag-conduct ng malaking operations. Because but still, they are involved in their recovery and expansion efforts. Resurgence, may ginagawa nila yan, but with very active support. And the member clusters of the NPFL, kasi kasama dito, hindi lang naman PFP sa AFP. Diba? Kasama ho dito, yung ating mga local government units para sa mga basic services. Yung ating mga TESDA, yung ating mga departments, para magkaroon ng tinatawag na whole of government approach to finally address and defeat the communist terrorist group here in our country.
The next question will be from the
Sakto lang yun, no? Yung ng ating leader director. Kasi ang tinatanong ni Sir the NTFL CAP and potential private armed groups. The private armed groups is defined, no? To two or more armed persons were involved, no? In such legal activity with the purpose of gaining, no, political or economic and financial gain. No? Yun lang ang difference. Thank you.
Sinabi ni Brigadier General Manchaca. We have this national task force national task force for the dismantlement of private armed groups, NTFD policy, wherein it is chaired by our Honorable Secretary Benjamin Abalos Mayor, the Secretary of the Department of Local Government. And this is composed of the different agencies. Di ba? Nandito pa rin ang DND, nandito yung SOJ, and nandito ang PNP, nandito yung ang AFP, ang Coast Guard. And this is a whole of government approach. Ganun pa rin ang approach. It is pattern of the NTFL. Kaya lang, ang ina-address mo nito, yung sinabi ni General Manchaca, these are PACS is defined as two or more persons that are cooperating, helping each other to advance the political, personal, and business interest of an individual or politicians. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next is from the XMY, Mr. Roy Colgado.
Magandang hapon po sa lahat, sir, and Roy Colgado from the XMY Cotabato, RMM. Kay General Pangulong po, sir, recently, may mga napauulat po na tension between sa mga armed groups na kinabibilangan po ng mga iba't ibang hanay ng or base commands ng MILG sa mga area po ng particularly sa mga Maguindanao del Sur and Norte Cotabato po, sir. Kamusta na po ang situation ng mga tao and how can we assure na ito pong mga nangyayaring tension po sa mga lugar nito is mapipigilan? Ano po ba ang may tutulong po ng community about it? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Magandang hapon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ang situation sa na-mention ay dito sa Mindanao, Saudi, meron sa Batuan, meron sa Japan. Unfortunately, ang involved ay mga base commanders din. As of now, ang those mentioned areas are back to normal with the help of our PNP and the local, with our army troopers, together with the LGU. Mentioned earlier ni RD, malaki yung role na gagampanan ng ating LGU kasi maganda kung sila yung nag-take the lead in settling these differences, itong mga intra-fighting ng mga groups. So ngayon, the Army and the PNP is on top of the situation, and para hindi siya mag-record, one is we talk, we engage them in a dialogue, we facilitate settling of the root causes, kung ano talaga yung pinag-awayan para may Then we also involve the leadership of the Bangsamoro Islamic Armed Forces, mga Central Committee, tsaka yung mga panels nila, no? Yung mga representatives sila dyan, CCCH, and other groups ng MILF to facilitate settling of these itong mga gulo, itong mga away nila. Then for now, para magkaroon ng confidence yung ating local communities, we deploy jointly sa Patuan, meron tayong PNP doon sa Army, sa Kapintilan, to assure also yung populace na it's safe to go back. Dito sa Maguindanao, Saudi, ay meron din tayong presence ng ating Philippine Army to assure, especially now that it is Ramadan. It's really deplorable. No, some of us here, or most of us here are observing the fasting. I talked with the mayor earlier before coming in here. Yung request lang talaga ng mga tao, sana they could have started their breakfast kahapon sa kanina bago pinalis. Anyway, we are talking with him. I don't want to be emotional also kasi I'm also fasting. Masakit sa kanya, no? Masakit sa mga tropa. But we assure these communities that your PNP and your Philippine Army is on top of this situation.
Thank you, sir. Next to ask the questions from Bandera, Shahani Abdul-Rasid.
Good afternoon po. Last September 2022, Republic Act 11550 was ratified, dividing the Maguindanao 1 into 2, Maguindanao del Norte and Maguindanao del Sur. And then last week or recently, NAPOL just okays the activation of the Maguindanao PPO. What will happen po?
Yes. Because of this ratification and the Maguindanao PPO will be split into one, and it will be named now as Maguindanao del Sur Police Provincial Office, and the other one is Maguindanao del Norte Police Provincial Office. And for the meantime, the Maguindanao del Norte PPO will be co-located here inside the PRO BARMM, pending the putting up of the new police provincial office. But this coming April 10, it will be formalized, and it will be parang nakaroon ng formal opening of the Maguindanao Police Provincial Office under Maguindanao del Norte. At ang makikater na yan, for the meantime, dito muna sa loob ng Police Provincial Office, and we will be designating a provincial director temporarily in the person of Police Colonel James Ulmatico. Concurrent to his duty as the DRDO, he will be appointed as the provincial director of Maguindanao del Norte PPO, and we already acquired office supplies, equipment like computers, papers, and all equipment for that matter, so that this Maguindanao del Sur Police Provincial Office will be operationalized starting April 10 this year. And the RGPN will be coming here to officially open that.
Follow up dun sa question.
Sige, sir.
Sir, just follow up lang. Recently, the Chief PNP ordered yung total gun ban. And we nagre-reklamo yung mga legal gun holders because hirap sila gumalaw. But in the many areas, they are openly using their guns and into firefight. How would you address this?
Actually, this is not a total gun ban because only the COMELEC could declare election gun ban during election period. Ang dineclare ng ating Chief of the Philippine National Police, General Naroon, is the suspension of the permit to carry firearms outside the residence, but not the whole bar. It was only selected because of the current and the past shooting incidents involving the different private armed groups, the peace friend armed groups, particularly in Maguindanao and Maguindanao del Sur. That's why, in some places and also including the SGA 63 in Norte Cotabato, that is only for the 63 barangays, that is not for the whole Norte Cotabato. And only the suspension of permit to carry outside of the residence. Ibig sabihin nito, yung may mga permit to carry, mayroong mga LTAC, may mga license yung baril, at mayroong permit to carry, ay pinagbabawalan mo ng magdala ng mga baril para maiwasan ito spate of killings involving civilians and politicians. Kasama na rin dito, siyempre, yung mga unlicensed firearms. Because in doing so, the PNP could put more and justify the setting up of more checkpoints, implementing the suspension of permit to carry firearms outside of residence.
Thank you, sir. Next po, sir, ay manggagaling sa DXII from Mr. Manuel Cali.
So, good afternoon, sir. I'm Manuel Cali from DXII. Sir, my question, sir, is what is your first priority sa kapanahunan po ninyo? At ano po yung mga nakalatay na programa po on your time? At second question is for our security sector. Kasi we know, kahit ano po yung lakas ng seguridad, ay may mga alien toward incident at mayroon pa rin pong patayan. Especially this month of Ramadan, dito po sa province of Maguindanao. So what is the best way to prevent against the violence extremism at the same time para po maiwasan po talaga yung ganitong insidente?
Hello. Thank you for the question. As the newly installed regional director of the OR, my first priority is, as I mentioned well ago, because the marching order was to dismantle the remaining private armed groups here in the Park region. That was my first and foremost mission. And we are coming up with a plan how to do it. And also to ensure that the upcoming October 30 barangay in Sangguniang Kabataan election will be a peaceful one. Because it will be on October 30. So nakita ko natin in the past, historically, during the past barangay in Sangguniang Kabataan elections, medyo mas magulo pa. Maraming mga patayan na nangyari. If we are going to compare, historically during the past barangay elections, mas marami pang namatay kumpara doon sa nangyayari mga national and local elections. Because siguro, mga tao magkakilala, isa yun sa mga dahilan. At I'm only basing on data, historical data, in terms of shooting incidents and killing. Maraming nangyari nung nakaraang mga barangay elections. Kaya ngayon, sa ngayon pala, as early as now, we are planning out as part of our pre-operation phase, the predict and prevent strategy. We will predict, of course, what of the PNP will be involved here, intelligence operations, in the PCR investigations. At para maiwasan natin yung pagdating itong election period na August 28 until November 14, kasi nakikita natin na talagang medyo maraming mangyayari because of the violence politically motivated violence happened as we have seen in the past, as what happened in last February 14, di ba? The governor, the vice mayor, and now we have a total of 10 election government officials that were shot. Some were killed, some were able to survive, and that was only from January 1 up to April 3. Meron tayong 10. So this is not good. So we will prevent this by, sabi ko yung conduct of threat assessment and provision of security package. Diba? And we need to set up an intelligent and quality checkpoints manned 24 hours. Hindi yung checkpoints na hindi intelligently established basta lang nilagay dyan. It's supposed to be intelligently and quality established para may purpose. May purpose yung checkpoint na yun para maiwasan yung ganitong mga patay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And then, Mr. Jojo Panigo, sir. Yes, sir.
So, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Good afternoon. I'm Jojo Panigo po ng TMLN, Cotabato City, and asintado doon sa line bilang Bureau Chief. So, since we are talking with the armed group and killings, and sometimes killings with relation to the drugs, yun yung parang, isa po ako sa mga nagpipirma ng mga, yung mga nahuhuli nilang drugs hindi ma-impile daw, sabi ng Chief of Police, kung walang media na makapirma doon sa mga sinasabi natin sa mga exhibit. Now, since we're here, the Marines, the Army, and the Police, hanggang ngayon, sir, ay mukhang lumalakas na naman yung droga. So, what will be the participation ng ating program?
Sir, the approach of the ProBar is, we have two approaches. The supply reduction efforts and the demand reduction efforts. But we will more focus on supply reduction efforts. This is a focused law enforcement operations, diba? Through the implementation of warrant of arrest and search warrant on targets that have undergone a very good intelligence build-up. Diba? Nakita natin, as I mentioned well ago, last Saturday, during the conduct of the implementation of the search warrant in Bubong, Mindanao del Sur, we were able to confiscate a total of 25 transparent plastic sachet suspected to be methamphetamine chloride or shabu. Ibig sabihin, itong mga grupo ito, hindi lang ginagamit siguro as for gun running or gun for hire, but they're involved in illegal drug trafficking. Diba? Yan sa party ng Mindanao del Sur. So, ang programa ko talaga namin, because we are coordinating closely with the PDEA, because PDEA is the lead agency here. Di ba? Patuloy yung aming tinatawag na barangay direct clearing operations. Kasi meron naman directive number 4 Nandun yung mga parameters kung paano kinakandak yung drug clearing operation, barangay drug clearing. But we will more focus on supply reduction efforts by the conduct of law enforcement operations, diba? Targeted and intelligence-led through search warrant, warrant of arrest, and setting up of checkpoints. Yun ang gagawin po namin. And our stations, I will direct all stations of the ProBar to come up with the top 10 priority drug personalities in their respective localities. 10 priority drug personalities that will be the subject of their manhunt operations. And I would tell them to assign a tracker team so that the tracker team will only focus on conducting intelligence operations and the eventual arrest of these drug personalities. And if the local government unit is willing to help naman, kasi nandiyan naman yung yan sa kanilang mandate to allocate fund support, particularly on anti-illegal drug operations, and support sa kanilang mga local police stations. Kaya may mga LGU na suporta naman sa ating mga pulisan para ma-address yung drug menace sa kanilang community.
Thank you so much, sir. I believe that was the final question for our press conference for today. Sir, any final words po to our media friends?
Again, sir, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, to yung presence ng ating 16th Infantry Division Commander, Major General Arriera, and to Colonel General Pangko, and to Brigadier General Wanchakan, and of course all the media that are here. Thank you very much. We are active partners and in security, and we know that you are performing your job. You're
friends sa work para Mindanao sa bagong itinalaga Police Presiding General Allan CRuz NOBLEZA, Regional Director,
the bank of our presidential